Well, pancreatic cancer is now the third leading killer of all cancers worldwide, and with only an 8% survival rate, the deadly disease has now surpassed breast cancer. But this week, two UNLV teams will be teaming up to make a difference. Joining me now is Brian Thomas, assistant coach, UNLV swim and dive team, as well as Rebecca Shanahan with the Las Vegas Pancreatic Cancer Action Network. And you guys are doing a lot this week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. So, Brian, let's start with you. I know you have a personal history with pancreatic cancer. Can we talk about how it's affected your life?
Sure, yeah. My mother was diagnosed in July of this year and is still fighting and battling it, and certainly has had a big impact on me personally, as it would with anybody, I guess, and kind of gave me a little kick in the butt to start getting involved and at least doing what I can to raise some awareness, and certainly through my work with the swim team gives me a good opportunity to do that.
So let's talk about what you brought, because this is what the swim team is actually going to be wearing. Can you talk about what it represents? You guys obviously wearing your purple as well.
Yeah, next Saturday on the 30th we'll be swimming Wyoming, and our swimmers will don these purple suits and purple caps in an effort to raise a little bit of awareness within our community for pancreatic cancer research, and it's something our swimmers have really been great about, to be honest with you, in terms of volunteering time and really just being kind of there for me, which usually it's kind of the other way around, but it's been really inspiring to be a part of. And then, of course, getting involved with the Action Network, and Renee and Rebecca do all the heavy lifting with this sort of stuff. We have the easy job, of course. So yeah, it's been a fantastic experience being involved.
Yeah, and Rebecca, I mean, this month we know is associated with pancreatic cancer. Can we just talk about why it's so difficult to detect this?
Sure. Well, pancreatic cancer is one of the leading causes of cancer deaths because it is difficult to detect. The symptoms are very vague: lower back pain, nausea. Who doesn't have that on a an occasional basis? And so by the time it's detected, it's usually spread and metastasized to other parts of the body. And then basically, a lot of oncologists just say, sorry, there's nothing else we can do, and they send you home to get your affairs in order. And we're trying to change that. January is Clinical Trials Awareness Month, and I think it's really important for people to remember that the standard of treatments that are available today were once clinical trials. And clinical trials provide opportunities for pancreatic cancer patients to get access to early treatments that can eventually lead to progress in the disease.
Definitely. And the swim and dive team isn't the only ones at UNLV doing something about this. Basketball team's also jumping in this week, correct?
They are. The UNLV men's basketball team on January 27th is playing Boise State, and at the beginning of the game they will pay tribute to Coach Freddie Machine Gun Thompson, who is a well-known basketball coach here in the Valley. The game is at 8 o'clock and it will air on ESPN.
Perfect. And overall, Brian, what would you say about how the Rebels are really coming together to support something that's hit so close to home for you?
Sure, yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic. Our swimmers and divers deserve a lot of credit for what they do. Not only in the water, we have a fantastic program with a really good tradition of success, 42 All-Americans, but they also volunteer their time on a constant basis. It's not just what we're doing here with the pancreatic cancer awareness. It's really a daily thing, so it's nice for them to get a little bit of recognition where it's well-deserved. And of course, from my end, to get a little support. Being a little bit far from home, my mother's in Boston, Massachusetts. It's like a family away from home. It's great. It's fantastic.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And
Thank
if
you for
you want to get involved to join in on the fight against pancreatic cancer, you can join the UNLV basketball team as they take on Boise State this Wednesday, January 27th at 8 p.m. at the Thomas and Mack Center. Tickets are $15 to buy. Just visit the link on your screen right there. And also, you can go ahead and catch the UNLV swim and dive team as they take on Wyoming. They will actually, that would happen on next Saturday, January 30th at noon, and they will all be supporting pancreatic cancer awareness. Tickets are actually free for that event, so stay right here with us with Good Morning Las Vegas for more.